Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the sideline. This is your coach. It's Coach Prevo. I've got another great video for you here. This one is actually a coach talk. I'm going to make this coach talk on how to create that perfect defensive stance. There's far too many people that have the belief that players who are good defenders are simply born with that ability. While there is certainly some natural instinct and athleticism involved, becoming a strong defender starts with getting in a perfect defensive stance, which is a skill that can be taught and should be practiced often. All right, so I'm going to share with you six in my opinion, great tips. Starting with tip number one is this. You want to have feet a little bit more than shoulder width apart. Getting your feet positioned correctly, pointed straight ahead and a little bit more than shoulder width apart will help you form the base of your perfect defensive stance. Many players have the bad habit of standing far too upright in their stance, and that starts because their feet are too close together. However, it's also possible to get your feet too far apart, and if they are, you won't be as explosive when trying to move in your defensive stance. Tip number two, we're going to talk about standing on the balls of your feet. Once your feet are positioned correctly, balance over half of your weight on the balls of your feet. Your heels should still be touching the ground, but actually shifting your weight forward slightly will put you in the best position to be explosive from your defensive stance. Tip number three, we're going to drop our hips and bend our knees. Get your butt down with your knees inside of your feet to get yourself in an athletic position. Technically, it's possible to get your butt down too far, but it's extremely rare. Players will be much more likely to not drop their hips and bend their knees far enough. Tip number four, we're going to go with keep your back straight. One tendency after dropping your butt will be to bend forward at the waist as well. However, this will get you off balance and can also hurt your ability to keep vision of the entire court while in your defensive stance. If bending too far at the waist is an issue for you, think about puffing your chest out when you drop your hips. This will help you keep a straight back. Moving forward, tip number five, let's talk about keeping your hands up. At this point, you should have your core in a great position to defend, your base is set, and you're in an athletic position. However, part of being a strong defender is also providing a physical presence. And if you have your hands down on your side, to your side, it probably won't matter how explosive you are within your defensive stance. Get your hands out wide and somewhere around shoulder height. If keeping a straight back while in your stance is difficult for you, you can think about getting your hands up even higher than normal to fix that issue. If you are guarding the basketball, your hands should then stay high and mirror the basketball, impeding the offensive player's vision. And finally, we're going to close this coach talk with tip number six. We're going to watch the offensive player's waist. The offensive player's job is to deceive his defender. They may shoulder fake, they may look away from his intended target, shot fake, or any of countless other moves to gain an advantage. However, it's very difficult to make a fake with one's core, such as his chest or his torso area. Keep vision of that area to know which direction the offensive player is really headed. Again, guys, these are six valuable tips on how to get or create that perfect defensive stance. Like always, if you have any questions or comments, you know exactly what to do. You want to make sure that you subscribe to the channel so you never miss any of my videos and my coach talks. Like always, guys, this is your coach. It's Coach P. Ciao for now.